Hello everybody, I hope you are doing well. My name is Ashley and this is the Library of a Silver Saint where we talk all things books. I hope you're doing well today. And if you notice that my t-shirt is the same as the one in the video before, no you didn't. No you didn't notice. I'm not filming 2 videos in one day. You didn't notice. Is this the same cup of tea? No, absolutely not. You didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. Welcome back to another video. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, I just wanted to go through some bookish mail that I've received recently, just some new additions to my library. I am trying to be really good at not buying books at the moment. I've kind of given myself a bit of a rule, which is to borrow before I buy. So I've got a local library. It's right behind my work, and I've signed up. I've got a library card, and it's so easy just to request books, and it's so lovely and exciting to go like on a lunch break and go and pick up my new book when it's come in. And I've really enjoyed doing that. But I wanted to do it this way because there are so many times where I will buy a book, read it, find it okay, and then think, oh, what do I do now? Or it will just sit on my TBR shelf for a really long time and not get read. And I don't want that so much. So I am trying to, new rule, borrow before I buy. The only time I'm not borrowing before I buy is when it's an author that I am pretty certain I am really going to enjoy. So for example, Joe Abercrombie, J. Christoph, something like that. Or if the book isn't available on Kindle, or if it isn't available in my library, then of course there aren't many other ways to read it. We'll see how we go. It's my birthday next month, so maybe not, but I am trying to, where I can, input the borrow before I buy rule as much as possible. So yeah, but that's going really well. But I do have some book mail that was already previously on order, pre-ordered before I instilled this new little rule for me, or they are secondhand, or as I say, they're ones that I couldn't find on Kindle or in a library. The first one I'm going to talk about, I'm almost too excited. This was, okay, so hear me out. This one is fine. This one doesn't go against the rules because it's a book I already love. And yes, you're probably going to say, Ashley, do you need another copy of that? Do you need another edition of that? And the answer is, yes, I do. Yeah, I'm pretty certain. Yeah. I bought myself this book as a little early birthday present. It's my birthday next month, and hear me out. It's the special edition of Empire of the Vampire by J. Christoph. One day as a lion is worth 10,000 as a lamb. I have seen other creators have this. I've seen it on Bookstagram and things like that on people's shelves. And every time I see it, I'm so jealous because you can't buy this anymore, I don't believe. I was on Vinted, which if you don't know what Vinted is, it's like a secondhand website and where people can sell their items they no longer want anymore. And when I typed in J. Christoph to see what books were on there, this came up. Someone was selling it. Now, sometimes people can sell their books for a ridiculous amount of money. But this one wasn't. This was completely reasonable. And I put in a little cheeky offer and they accepted it. I couldn't believe it. So I got it secondhand for a really good price, and I couldn't believe it. So this is an early birthday present to myself. The reason this is so special is not only because it is red and gorgeous, and it's also signed, but because in this version, if you are familiar, the artwork is all in colour. Now, if you know me, you know how much I adore this book. It's my favourite book of all time. And of course I have the traditional versions, but these are in colour. I'm sorry if these are spoiling it for you. Look at that. Oh, that was excellent timing there. My partner just called me as I was recording. Anyway, it probably stopped me from yapping too much, but I'm absolutely in love. I'm obsessed. I'm in love. I just can't. It's everything I need and more. I'm just so happy with it. I can't believe I got it secondhand. I'm just so happy. I'm going to stop yapping. I'm so happy. The next book that is a new addition to my shelf is The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. Now, you may have seen that I unboxed this one recently. It came as a pre-order from Waterstones, and look at this edition. Oh my gosh, look at those sprayed edges. And I can't. Look at it. Look at that. The worst monsters make the best allies. Just look at it. It's just beautiful. The end papers in this are just... Look at that. Nope. I'm done. It's just beautiful. Signed by Lord Grimdark himself. I just can't. It's just amazing. I don't believe it's in the First Law world. So I believe it's a completely new concept, completely new world. So it wouldn't hinder my reading of the First Law of his other books in any way, but I do want to read all of his books in publication order. So I won't be getting to this for a while, but I am really excited to give this a try. I've heard of lots of mixed reviews. Some people underwhelmed by it. Some people said it was just incredibly fun and just amazing. So I don't know, but I'm really excited. Look at that cover. So yeah, that is The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. Another book that is new to my shelf. Now, this is a book, I could not find it on Kindle. It may be on there now, but initially I could not find it on Kindle, and I could not find it in the library. So I purchased it, the hardback. I found it secondhand, and this is The Lost Queen by Signe Pike. I saw this mentioned on, you know where I get most of my recommendations from. I saw this on Chris and Mads' channel, so Mads read this recently. This is part of a series, but I believe Mads said it was incredible. There's a lot of romance, there's a lot of politics, but Mads said that this book is based on the real people that inspired the story of Merlin and sort of Arthurian legend. And that was music to my ears. When I was younger, there was a BBC television programme called Merlin, which is completely, it's so old now, it makes me feel really old. I was obsessed with Merlin when I was younger. I was absolutely obsessed. And the moment I heard that this was based on sort of the real people that inspired the Arthurian tales and the story of Merlin, I was sold immediately. I was like, yep, that's it. Add to shopping cart. So I went looking for it, couldn't find it, but I have managed to find it secondhand. So I feel that it's not so bad as buying it new. I tried to get it secondhand, so, we try where we can, but I'm really excited about this. I haven't read the blurb, I haven't read the summary about it yet. All I know is from what Mad said in her recommendation, but from what she said alone, I know this is going to be a good series. I'd highly recommend going and checking out Chris and Mad's content around this book because it's amazing. But yeah, that's The Lost Queen by Signe Pike, and I love that cover too. Another addition to my shelf is, these were secondhand. I bought them on Vinted again, and they are not in order, but I knew that I needed them for my shelves, especially because hopefully next year I'm planning to restart this series. I started it once when I was in uni and then didn't finish it because of uni, but I got some secondhand copies of A Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin. As you can see, they are not in order. I've literally just left them from when I opened the package. The box is a little bit, broken, but that doesn't matter. I absolutely was so happy with this. It was, as I say, secondhand, pre-loved, and incredibly affordable. So I'm really happy with this. I know I want these on my shelves. I know I love this series. I just can't wait to finish reading it. I made a start, but just never got around to finishing at uni. And I just know I will love the books. I've seen the series, adore it, apart from the controversial ending, but adore the series, have rewatched it so many times. So I can't wait to dive back into this world. So I decided to get myself the physical copies because I have a feeling that this is going to be a series I am going to want to tab. So I bought the physical copies. I'm so excited. That is A Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin. My final addition to my shelf is one that I've not even opened yet. It was a pre-order. Now, this is probably, apart from sort of Empire of the Dawn by J. Kristoff and potentially some other authors that are already favourites, like John Gwynne, for example, this is probably going to be my last pre-order for a while, I would say. But this came highly recommended by Abby Books and Three Cats and Immy in the Books. So I'm going to undo it on camera. I really hope it's satisfying. It's not satisfying. Yay, it worked! All in one. I'm so happy. Okay. Oh my gosh, I can see the sprayed edges already. Oh. Look at those sprayed edges. They are beautiful. This is 6 Wild Crowns by Holly Race. As I said, this came highly recommended by Abby and Immy. And it's book 1 in the Queens of Elben series. I know nothing about this book, apart from the fact that Abby and Imi were raving about it when they read it. I think they read an arc on from NetGalley. I believe this centres around the world of Henry VIII, but I believe it talks from more of the side of his queens, his wives, rather than him himself. I could be totally wrong with that. I've not read the summary. I just know that the girls recommended it to me. I shall read the blurb. The king has been appointed by God to marry 6 queens. Those 6 queens are all that stand between the kingdom of Elban and ruin, or so we have been told. Each queen vies for attention. Clever, ambitious Boleyn is determined to be Henry's favourite, and if she must incite a war to win Henry over, so be it. Seymour acts as a spy and an assassin in a court teeming with dragons, backstabbing courtiers, and strange magic. But when she and Boleyn become the unlikeliest of things, allies, the balance of power begins to shift. Together they will discover an ancient rotting magic at Elban's heart, a magic that their king will do anything to protect. A captivating epic fantasy filled with dragons, court politics, and sapphic yearning, perfect for fans of the Priory of the Orange Tree and House of the Dragon. Okay, so it's sort of a fantasy reimagining of the Tudor Henry VIII and his 6 wives. So that sounds so much fun. Oh yes, the Tudor queens as you've never seen them before. This sounds so much fun. I cannot wait to get to this. And just look at that. Look how beautiful that is. That is stunning. So yeah, I can't wait to get to it. So thank you, Abby and Imi, for the recommendation. So those are some books that I have recently added to my bookshelves. I hope you enjoyed. Have you added any of these to your bookshelves? Do you have any of these? Or what books have you recently added to your shelves? I would love to know. So please let me know below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you would like to become a firm member of the Library of a Silver Saint, I would love to have you here. Please hit the subscribe button. I hope you all have a lovely day and thank you again so much for watching. Bye.